Muslim or Christians or Buddhists or Jews. This is where we all have to take a common stand. We must condemn the atrocities perpetrated against minority non-Muslims in Muslim countries and Muslims in Christian societies.
What the world lacks is a series of conversations, frank exchange. Georgetown University, for example, initiated more than a decade ago a Muslim-Christian center. Why? Because we need to just engage beyond niceties, pious platitude, to substantive issues that have led to misunderstanding and get this understanding together. So the initiative taken by the Parliament of World Religions is in this direction, that we need to engage and understand and appreciate one another, although we may not choose to agree on all issues.
The Quranic term is lita'arafu, is to appreciate and know one another, learn about one another. It's not tolerance. But we started off by, there's a progression. So I don't worry too much about these terms. When I was young, everybody talked about racial tolerance in Malaysia. Now we talk about understanding and appreciating one another.
It is a pluralistic world. I can go and engage with Muslims, but we have to live with Christians, Buddhists, Hindus and Confucianists in Malaysia, which means this engagement is important. And after all, it's an issue of faith. I mean, we have faith and we believe in religion. We do not necessarily agree with those who completely abuse and reject religion. So I think it is important, though we have to learn to tolerate the rest too. But it is also, to avoid this contentious debate by getting the differences on the table and to choose to agree to disagree even.
Other than interreligious dialogues, I have been consistently calling upon the internal dynamics and discussion within the Muslim community. You must have people with courage or conviction to say that it is wrong to have a prejudice. You may have a certain position vis-a-vis the policies of the Israeli government, but you cannot go preaching against Jews.
Well, the Muslims take great pride in the spirit of convivencia in Andalusia, where Muslims, Christians, Jews can interact and exchange and learn from one another. But there's also some very contentious issues in debate within the Muslim faith. What is the sharia? How do you take an extreme position, more accommodative position? Do you start with application of the law? Do you start with understanding and talk about good governance? So this requires courage on the part of Muslim scholars, thinkers, political leaders to initiate a debate within the Muslims, the dynamics within the Muslim community. I quoted a very renowned Muslim philosopher, Iqbal, in his Muslim religious reconstruction of religious thought in Islam, where he used the term ijtihad, opening the doors for debate and discussions.
What is the higher objectives of the Sharia? I mean, there's so much debate on the Sharia.
When you talk about Sharia, it's just not Islamic jurisprudence. It's the higher objectives of the Sharia, which must cover the 5 pillars: freedom of conscience, freedom of expression, sanctity of life and property, which means clear rule of law, and human dignity, dignity of men and women, which includes gender equality. Now, of course, we will have to be more specific in this sort of debate, but these are the underlying philosophical constructs that we must agree upon if we talk about the Sharia.